the agency itself is massive.
Disgustingly big.
It's huge. So big. It's what I think it's the biggest fire agency in the country.
It's second largest.
Okay.
Now
to what?
New York, FDNY.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Just the density of population and the stuff that they're dealing with out there. That makes sense. I mean, there's a firehouse in every corner of New York City. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty common. I mean, like just like here in San Francisco, right? It's 49 square miles and they have 51 firehouses, right?
Yeah.
Something every quarter mile there's a firehouse.
Yeah, it's so I get that. So anyway, it's a very large state, massive agency, right?
Right.
I think comparably, like going back to New York, thing, it's the same with the police department. You know, police department there's massive.
Oh, huge.
And have
Chicago and
LA, and then anyhow, in Texas, I think Dallas has a pretty big department too. But I digress. What I was getting at is this is a huge agency. And and they work with a lot of other agencies.
We do. Yeah.
So you chose CAL FIRE because you wanted to be all risk?
I did. And actually, back up a little bit. So I had my Eagle Scout, Boy Scout project, right?
Okay.
Was actually with CAL FIRE. So I kind of knew I always wanted to work for CAL FIRE. Yeah. I was out here in the East Bay. I painted 47 fire hydrants.
That was the Eagle project?
Yeah, with CAL FIRE. So it's one of their jurisdictions.
Okay.
So actually revolving door, I work in that same unit now that I did the Boy Scout project.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So God definitely blessed me. It was
all comes full circle.
Kind of badass. I actually worked at that fire station 2 or 3 watches ago.
Wow.
And it was kind of badass to be like, I was here when I was 14 and a half, 15 years old. But I was wanting to work for CAL FIRE just because it was so massive. So, I mean, CAL FIRE started, what was their patch? 1885, 1881, somewhere around there. Actually as like a law enforcement agency, like old park rangers, 30-06 horses and a 7-star badge.
This makes sense to me. Like it doesn't sound weird at all. Actually,
I mean that's how it struck. Everyone's like, what? We have law enforcement officers too now, right? A lot of people don't know CAL FIRE actually has. We have a police.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have 100 and XX number of law enforcement officers that are full blown. We have our own police academy.
Really?
Yeah. CAL FIRE police, law enforcement prevention, fire captain specialist, and battalion chiefs. We have a full law enforcement bureau that enforces arson laws, but they're full police officers. They're like CHP, highway patrol, California Highway Patrol. They're like the local sheriff's office. They're no different. They're out there doing traffic stops, red and blue lights,
Where? Like just in like BLM land and things like that?
No, I mean, not so much BLM land. That's federal. That's federal. And that's like cross-deputized to work.
That's what I would be asking. Like, I mean, I have no idea what federal, agencies, like what they have in terms of manpower to do that. Do they rely on state agencies or whatever?
There's areas that they do. So I guess, going back to, the CAL FIRE, this probably make a little bit more sense that it started out as, the old like forestry fire wardens out there, and they developed a big fire department. So there's 3 different types of land property, I should say, in California. It's like 33%, was it 47% of California is federal property, so-called FRA, Federal Responsibility Area, which is like Point Reyes National Yosemite National Park.
We have some huge national parks here.
Forests.
So I'm not surprised, in national forests, some gorgeous areas. So I'm not surprised by that. I think it might surprise a lot of people that there's that much federal land in this state.
The whole state of Jefferson stuff going on and all that. So that's really interesting. But a lot of people don't know, it's like 47% of California is owned by Washington, D.C. 47%. So a lot of people are like, oh, wow. It was like, it's damn near half. And then let's see if my math right. I think 33% is California, so state responsibility area. So you have state parks. We have state forests as well.
The shoreline is mostly state parks.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then 20%, is that right? Just go up to 100? 20% is private, so it's local responsibility area. And that comes into billing and who responds to what for fires. And
Got you.
City of San Francisco, County of Santa Clara, things like that.
Yeah, so we have like kind of these like little fringe communities or areas just on the outskirts of kind of the major city limits. And it's interesting, like the local PD doesn't respond out there. The highway patrol does, or the sheriff's office does, or CAL FIRE does. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. And literally you're talking a mile, from like wherever the line is.
Oh, there's
a line.
There's 100% lines. Yeah. There's a line on our computers and in our fire engines and ladder trucks and everything like that. There's a line. It's called the mutual threat zone. That's a term, the MTZ. So it's literally a line. That's like, nope, the city of San Jose is going to take care of this. That's their call. And we're going in to assist. Or no, this is our area. City of San Jose is going to come in to assist us, which means that we're the ordering point. We're going to deal with finance down the road, when the number crunchers deal with stuff. So that all depends on who orders what, where that call is.
So talk about your just sort of the career path up. So you went through the academy.
I did,
right?
yeah.
You come out, and you'd already had a ton of experience.
Yeah, real quick.
Right.
So I did the season stuff for CAL FIRE. So at that time, now I'm living in Humboldt, way up in
Northern California.
Yeah, I moved around. I was
the Redwoods.
Yeah, dude, deep Emerald Triangle up there. Excuse me. So dated a girl and always had an interest in law enforcement. It's kind of cool. I knew a couple of cops and stuff like that. I'm just working seasonally. At the time, there's kind of like a hiring freeze going on. So like permanent year-round positions for CAL FIRE are pretty hard to get. I never wanted to be a paramedic. It was cool being an EMT. I just didn't want to go that far. Still, 80% of our calls are EMS, medical related calls.
How many? What percentage?
80%.
80%.
80.
Again, this is CAL FIRE, and I don't think people understand that. I knew it was pretty high. I had no idea it was 80%. 80%.
Yeah, and that's a big thing with, we'll get to that too. It's, CAL FIRE is not like, California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. Forestry is in our name. That's where our roots is. But I forget what the percent is. It's over 50% of our calls are municipal. So we're definitely an all risk department, no different than, San Jose City, right. LA City, Chicago City, what we do. But went through post. I went to a police academy, put myself through a police academy.
Up in Humboldt.
Yeah. Yeah. Community college up there. So I went through another academy. I should write a book about going to academies here. So after that, I went through that and became a deputy in Northern California community up there for sheriff's office.
For the sheriffs. Okay.
Yeah. Up there. It was cool. Did that for about a year, but it just wasn't for me. So things came up again, probably some maturity issues, just fully being honest. I was like, I was super young still, wanted to check it out. It definitely wasn't my path. It was fun. I think I want to do it because it was fun. Love shooting guns, right? Still do. It was cool. But I just wasn't there. You don't want to,
it's not firefighting.
No, it's not running into a burning building, man. Yeah, it was a different type of rush, but it was more just, like so many buddies who are in law enforcement. Was there respect? Nothing against the job itself. It's just me. I just didn't.
Oh no, I hear you.
Yeah, that puzzle piece didn't fit in.
I'm not getting that from you at all. Was there like an incident or like one thing where you just knew you went home at the end of the day, or this was happening at this particular time? You go, nope. Or no, or did you kind of know right from the beginning once you got on the street and you just held on? Like,
yeah, I kind of held on.
I feel like most people know that. They know internally, like, this doesn't feel right. Something's not right.
Yeah, I mean, there's some guys who I worked with who were cool, and like some guys I wasn't a fan of. It definitely could have been that agency that I worked for.
A little politics.
Yeah, man. And so it's like, I try not to dive too much into it and get sucked into that shit.
Okay, we don't have to, but
no. It's like, in general speaking, it's like no one wants to, you just get sucked into politics and stuff wherever. There's politics in my department right now and everything like that.
It's hard.
Sucks. Yeah, so it's like, who knows what happens? I strong believer things happen for a reason. God put me in different places, to learn those and resiliency to bounce back from it. So I was like, I did it. It was cool. Met some good friends and I was like, you know what I'd say it was, dude? I went on a couple calls. I'm really going to this water rescue call and,
explain this. What's this? So what's happening?
So we get a call, for a person trapped in the water. There's volunteer fire departments around there. And there's a CAL FIRE station there as well. So we get the call. I remember going driving lights and sirens down this highway, curvy ass highway, and seeing a car flipped over.
So there's a car flipped over?
In the water, yeah.
Like in a lake, in a river?
River.
Okay.
Yeah, so car was flipped out in a river. And I remember going up because you have water rescue training. So they gave me actually a wetsuit, even as a law enforcement officer and stuff to go. Mm-hmm. And like the firefighting mode kicked in. So the rescue stuff kicked in and the fire department came. I do remember that. And this CAL FIRE engine came screaming up. And
I'm supposed to be on that.
Yeah, dude, and that's what it kind of was. But I knew the compartments, our engines are all set up the same. We have 356, 357 and some change engines. And like, I went straight to the rope bags. Sorry. That's why I kind of was like, yeah, dude, I love the rescue shit, man. Yeah. It was cool, like being a cop for sure. But I'd probably say I do remember that call.